I just like this part.
Hi, I'm Jay.
I'm Kat.
I'm Mark.
Today we're doing a debate.
About two epic games, two epic RPGs, but are completely different, but we say they're kind of the same. Skyrim versus
Diablo 3.
game? Perhaps.
These are games that I haven't played. I've watched videos on both of them, so I'm just going to interview you guys.
Like the video.
And subscribe.
By the way, if you do, and we get 1,000 likes, Kat will lift up her shirt in the next video.
Bra or no bra? Bra or no bra?
Oh, nothing.
Bra or no bra?
We're stooping that low.
So, gentlemen, from the beginning of the game, let us start off with characters. I hear in Diablo, the character options are not the best, whereas in Skyrim, they're amazing and very versatile.
It's a totally different thing here.
Diablo 3 is way more linear than Skyrim. Skyrim's like this huge playing field that you
Okay,
go...
we're talking characters. Calm down.
Oh.
In Skyrim, you can sort of design your own character. So you can be everything you can be in Diablo.
You do the face, you can
You
do
do
magic.
anything.
Diablo's are just 5 different characters, male
Yes.
and female, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
You can't like design the faces. Everyone's the same. And that's obviously because it's online and a lot of people are playing it. Now the reason we're doing a debate on these two is because I was sitting there playing Diablo for 20 hours when it came out, and I thought, this is a lot like Skyrim. Going into caves, you're going into lots of like tombs and whatnot.
You're leveling up.
Yeah, it just was like...
Best armor, magic,
Yeah, it
all
felt
that
like
stuff.
an overhead view of Skyrim. And I was like, man, this is really like Skyrim. Except for obviously the fact that Skyrim's an open world game. It reminded me of like taking things, selling things, making things, forging things.
It's a very different look, yes? Skyrim has
Well,
beautiful, amazing graphics.
First
that
person.
I definitely saw. And it's
They're two epic RPGs that came out very recently. Which one's better? Which one really is better?
Which one's more addictive also?
As for length, is it about the same? You can just keep playing both indefinitely?
Well, mine's a little bit longer, his is a little bit wider.
I say Skyrim.
We're both wider.
Skyrim's longer.
We're very, very thick.
Okay.
But you got a little bit of English at the tip.
Are the locations in Skyrim a lot better?
In Skyrim, everyone goes into the same caves. Like, hang on, if the other game,
Yeah.
Diablo 3,
Diablo 3, yeah.
when you go into a cave and I go into a cave, it's different.
Generates.
It generates a cave, so it's like when we play online, obviously that's a main feature of the game, to change it up.
And the fact that it's multiplayer and Skyrim isn't.
I hear the battles in Diablo 3 are pretty much click,
It's true.
click. Whereas Skyrim, I have to use my magic, and then I have to use my sword.
You have hotkeys in Diablo 3 that uses different abilities during combat.
In Diablo, it's a little different because when you play with one character throughout the whole game, you can store things in something called a stash. And in the stash, you can leave weapons that you actually find in different characters' games. Now, in Skyrim, you can't do that. Leave an amazing sword for
Yeah.
the next character. It's
Yeah.
not just point and click. You have to actually look at the weapons and say, okay, this is going to work better than that weapon.
Now what about for being addictive? Both of them have a similar, you're trying to level up so you can get cooler stuff, but is one of them more addictive than the other? Does one of them make you want to just play more and more and more hours so that you can get that amazing sword or those amazing powers?
So for me, it comes down to the exploration. Both of the games, you want to explore everywhere. It's obviously a dungeon crawler, both of these games.
I like that term.
Both of these games are... Yeah. In Skyrim, you want to see the amazing world. You want to go into every cave.
You wanna
in
find a
Diablo,
dragon.
yeah, in Diablo, it's a dungeon crawler, so you want to go in there and you want to just basically find everything. In terms of what's more addicting, it's hard for me to answer that.
I could easily answer. Skyrim is way more addictive
It's
for me.
beautiful.
Way more.
I just from seeing the two of them. I
The
think
problem
it's
I have
gorgeous.
with Diablo 3, I feel like I'm distant from the game and the action. It's almost like it's a bird's eye view, and I'm
Feels like
just
you're playing
looking
Dinosaur
down.
Island.
It's an
looking at it.
addictive game, but not nearly as addictive as Skyrim to me, anyways.
Skyrim's so much bigger, it seems like.
In Skyrim, you enchant your weapon, and you see the difference, and you see the effects when you're swinging your sword and stuff like that. In Diablo, you see it, but it's like you're far
So basically,
away.
it comes into graphics for you.
No, it comes down to perspective for me, because I don't see the details in Diablo 3. I'm like way up in the air looking down.
You can zoom in.
No, but
No,
you don't.
kind of zoom
You
in.
kind of zoom in, but it's not first person like Skyrim, right? And the thing is you're not supposed to play like
You're
that.
just basically saying it's more immersive.
Yeah, I find it way more immersive. I
Yeah, I
usually
know.
get lost into Skyrim. Not like in the map, but I mean in the game.
Obviously, Diablo is based on old RPG games. I don't care what it looks like. It could be like little pixels. If I'm finding all these like different things to level up, to me, that's what is very addictive about video games. I love dungeon crawlers. That's why I love both games. But for me, Diablo is more addicting just because of the fact that when I go online, all the dungeons are different. Once you're kind of done Skyrim, you can go back and create another character, but you kind of know where everything is.
Well, you can do things differently, and there's different outcomes in Skyrim.
I think Diablo's designed to be
Replayable?
replayable all the time.
Yeah, it'll have DLC, and Skyrim's gonna have
Oh,
DLC.
for sure. Now, here's the big question. What's the better game out of both of them?
Skyrim.
Because of how immersive Skyrim is, and it really brings you into that world, I would say Skyrim's the better game overall. To me, it was like one playthrough was enough.
Alright, so you've heard it here, guys. They both have great things to offer. Diablo 3 is the most addictive in Jay's opinion, although Skyrim overall, the boys think is the winner.
Yes.
I like
What
how
do you
you're
guys
a
think?
recap.
What?
Yeah, you got underarm
Stop
hair?
that. So, comment below, let us know, which one do you guys like better?
Yeah.
Which one are you more excited about for DLC to come out for? What is your opinion?
Also,
we want to hear it.
Who's the best on the show?
I remember when Jay was a dungeon crawler when he was this big.
Oh.
In Diablo, it's a little different because